Hello YouTube. Do we all know what time it is? It's time for pizza. That's right. Now, if you watched any of my previous videos, I showed you how to make the pizza dough and the pizza sauce, the red sauce, and I also showed you how to make white sauce. Fairly simple process. And now, what I didn't tell you in the dough video is the dough has to rise twice. So after it came out of my machine, I pressed it down and then I rolled it into balls like this. And I let it rise again in plastic bags like this. The standard 1 gallon bags. I'm going to move you down so you can see what I'm doing here. So from here, I have flour on my work table. And I put the ball of dough on the flour. And then what I'm doing here, I'm going to make this real simple for you, is I'm going to make a crust with my fingertips all the way around. Anybody can do this at home. Anybody. I've made pizza all my life. And believe me, it's not a complicated process. A lot of these pizza gurus on YouTube, they make it seem like it's their way or no way. Like they're the only ones that know how to make pizza. Come on. It's not that difficult. If you make my recipes and taste it at home and follow my instructions, you're going to agree this is the best pizza you've ever had. I learned how to make pizza. Let's see, in high school, I worked at Pizza Hut. And then when I was in college, I worked at a pizza shop, an authentic Italian pizza shop, while I was in college in the evenings. And the guy that owned it, his name was Sal. And he was like 4.5 foot tall, a little short guy. He weighed like 300 pounds. And he would be showing you different things on what to do, how to do this. And he'd be talking to you. And all of a sudden, he'd be speaking in Italian. And you'd have to stop him and say, Sal, English. He was a funny guy. And you know, the sad part about it is, one day I went into work, and the doors were locked. And I went to the shop next door, asked what happened to Sal. Here, his visa had expired. That was sad. I never heard from Sal again. But anyway, I've worked in multiple pizza shops throughout my life. And I owned my own pizza/Italian restaurant. And even when I was in the Marine Corps, I always volunteered for mess duty because I wanted to work in the kitchen. My gunnery sergeant asked me one time, he says, "Why do you always volunteer for mess duty? It's a terrible job." I said, "No, I love it. I love it because I love to be around the food." But anyway, back to this. So what you're doing is you're basically creating a crust around the edges. And then you want to take the flour side and put it on the back of your palms. And you want to lightly have your palms, your hands bent in, and place it on your knuckles, like such. And you want to lightly just toss it like this. Let me get you up in the air so you can see better. And you want to toss it and stretch it, toss it and stretch it. Just take your time. It'll come to you. Now I'm just making a medium pizza here. I'm not making anything big. Because it's just me here. I'm the only one going to beat. So you see how it's stretching? You just keep working it, keep working it. And you want to hold it up to the light. And you look through the dough itself. And if it's getting too thin, you know you're going too far. You want it just a medium thinness. So then you put it on your rack. I use these racks to make the job a lot simpler and easier. Since I don't have a stone pizza oven. I don't have the fortune of having that. So now I'm going to put my sauce on here. Now, like I showed you before, how to make the white sauce. You can put a white sauce on or standard red sauce. And I pre-made this. See how nice and thick that is? Put you down here a little bit so you can see better. You'll take a scoop of that and put it right in the middle, maybe a scoop and a half. I like a lot of sauce. Then you'll work it around like such, right up to the edges of the crust. Now you don't want to go over the crust. I mean, if you like it that way, go for it, but I like to go right to the edges of the crust. Then you're going to take your cheese. I just use a mozzarella provolone blend. Now I've even made pizzas before. I've made taco pizzas with the taco meat and taco sauce. I've made macaroni and cheese pizzas. There's so many different styles of pizzas that you can make. It's an endless array of... Just use your imagination. Have fun with it. It's kind of like what Bob Ross used to say. Happy little mistakes. Just whatever makes you happy. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Pizza's about ready to come out of the oven. It smells so good in here. I wish you could all smell it. Oh, look at that. Huh? Look at that. That's a pizza pie. Spin you around back over this way. Does that look good or what? Look at that, huh? Like I said, it's not complicated. If I can do it, you can do it. Now that dough recipe that I made earlier, if you go back and watch my other video, it makes 2 pizzas this size. And in my opinion, this is like a medium cut pizza. It's like 6 cuts. But look how nice that crust turned out. Look at that. That's nice. You hear how nice that's crunchy? Yeah. Like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. Well, everybody, this is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please come back and see me again. Love y'all.